Gundam card game enthusiasts, welcome to round 2 of Bulldog Community Gaming's Gundam card game Tuesday night event. This is a recap of me, of course, voicing over the previous live stream that happened on Tuesday night at Bulldog Community Gaming on their Twitch channel. There are links down in the description below to the Facebook page for Bulldog Community Gaming and to the Twitch page as well if you guys want to catch these Gundam games live. In the last episode, linked above for you all, or pinging now in YouTube, I guess you should say, we looked at my Wing Gundam Green-White that went undefeated throughout the tournament, and we saw it play against Red-Blue Cyber-Newtype. So we got 2 new decks for you all in this round. I believe this is the other person that went undefeated throughout the tournament that I played in the last game, the last video of the live stream. And I know for a fact they are on Cyber-Newtype as well. So Red-Blue Cyber-Newtype. They do flip over Freedom, which I thought that was what they were playing, was Blue-White Freedom, or Blue-White Blockers in a sense. And I have seen a little bit of this, but I don't know what to really call it. I guess I'd call it Blue-White just mismatch. I'm not sure if it's playing the blocker engine, if it's got Freedom attached to it, if it's got Aerial Gundam Rebuild, or anything like that. So it's just going to be a blue-white deck. So with that said, let's jump into the game. As a reminder, this is a best of 30 minutes. So there's no best 2 out of 3s in the Gundam card game. So anyways, we're going to start out. We're going to see the resource there for the Freedom Gundam. So for player 1 has already resolved everything and just basically drew and awakened the resource, doing nothing else. And then we're just going to go over to our Cyber-Newtype player. We're immediately going to drop the M1 area. I believe if you have another card with a triple something tag in it, it gets blocker for the turn. Otherwise, it's just a 2-2. We're going to go into the 𝐒𝐍𝐶. Again, once again, we've seen this deck before. We played it in round number 1, except it was a different person playing Cyber-Newtype. So we're going to bring out another M1 array. Both M1 arrays now have blocker because they are both able to give each other the keyword. So anyways, we're then going to swing in, and because we have actually another guy as well, we do get AP +1 on this. So we're able to deal 3 damage and immediately knock out that knock out the EX base, which is pretty nice here. So that does mean that this other M1 array does have as well 3 damage and as a blocker because it does have the containment. So like I said, I'm not exactly sure what this is. It may just be blue blockers, blue-white blockers, which can be a unicorn, can be anything like that. So anyways, we're immediately just going to go for the 𝐒𝐲 and then the gun tank to knock out the blocker that is rested. That way we remove the blocker from the other M1 and then we immediately crack our opponent's shield. Really good play there, removing the ability of that M1 array's ability to have blocker on it because there is no, there's not another one with that tag on the board currently. We're going to immediately go for, of course, the 𝐒𝐲, really good card. Pay 2, you can reset any blocker on the board. Again, it has to be a physical blocker. So again, this does tell me that the deck opponent over here is definitely on a blue-white blocker build than anything else. So we'll just have to kind of see how it goes. We're immediately going to do the striker pack here, which is really good. Pay 2, you can, depending on what you want, you can get a 4-2 sword strike Gundam, or you can get a 2-4 gun cannon like Gundam. But nonetheless, they're just both blockers, and that's what you kind of do. So anyways, 𝐒𝐲 is really good here for, of course, everything. I believe that the Sword Gundam, I'm not sure if M1 does have the blocker keyword on him again, as our opponent has forgotten to resend the 𝐒𝐍𝐶, because I don't think anything in here freezes just yet the board, but our opponent will, the Cyber-Newtype player will figure that one out once again. Once again, if you guys are wondering why I'm not giving you any physical names of the 2 players, it's because I do use full anonymity for any players beside myself. So anyways, we're going to see what our opponent wants to do here. They are on level 6 with 6 active resources. They're on level 4, level 5. They have 4 active resources right now. So we'll just have to kind of figure out what they want to do here. Again, they are running into 2 blockers, a 4-2 and a should be a 3-2, as long as that other things. So anyways, we're going to go for a gun cannon. Gun cannon does have a repair 1 onto it. We're immediately going to link it with the armor array. That is really good right there. Armor array is immediately going to be able to rest that one. And then gun cannon's effect to rest the other. So there are no more blockers to worry about because they do not exist anymore. Really good effect there with the gun cannon and the armor array. We're immediately going to go for a gun tank. And then we're going to have the gun tank ping 1 damage. And gun tank do knock out the 4-2 striker. We're immediately going to put out the red base here that it can tap 1 to then deal 1 extra, give 1 extra AP to a unit. So that's really good here. Again, and nothing on this board actually has the ability to immediately kill off this base here. I'm surprised we're going to go over the 𝐒𝐓. I don't know why we just don't buff up the... There we go. Yes, we are going to buff up the 𝐒𝐓. 𝐒𝐓 can then knock out the Archangel in 1 single shot. Our opponent was just reading it. So yes, we usually want the Archangel to be surviving more than the turn it was played due to the fact that you definitely don't want to. So we got armor array. Armor array burst goes into the hand. So anyways, you never want the Archangel to be sitting there on the hand. Burst into a Strike Gundam. It may be Justice Gundam. It could be that. Justice is white. It could be someone playing Justice Gundam. But so far, nonetheless, our blue-white player is up right now on the hill. We're going to go for melee to show resolve to draw the 3 cards here. And then they still have 2 active resources left over. But again, that's a lot of bodies on our opponent's side of the board. And our opponent only has 3 health points left on them. So anyways, we're going to go for the Strike Gundam. I'm not sure if that has the exact same typing that the M1 array is looking for. But again, the danger here is that even if that was a blocker, the problem is that the blue-white player definitely has it up. It's definitely up the hill right now for, getting smashed in the face with only 3 shields left and 4 bodies. I believe it does look like the M1 array is a blocker, but again, it doesn't really matter. We do see the Banshee Destroy mode in there, so that can come out. We did see the Marita Cruz and the Super Cyber-Newtype's hand, so they would be able to, of course, then link even if there was a block and go for the game from there. Yeah, I know that seems like kind of a scummy way to win a game, but that is kind of the fun way of the Gundam card game, to hold those pieces so that you are well aware of when you can play it. Again, the Banshee just needs 4, and the Marita Cruz just needs 1. So it looks like we're just going to go for the armor array play under that. So we are going to rest. Okay, so rest out the M1. So basically we are confirming that we get the win here. So the only thing that should protect our opponent is if they get a base. If they hit a base, we do have the ability to buff up the 𝐒𝐓 to immediately knock out the base so they don't have it. And it was Justice Gundam. Okay, that is wrapped up right there. That is the power and the aggro nature of Cyber-Newtype. So Cyber-Newtype is more about aggro plays. Like I said, it doesn't help when Wing Gundam can ramp and then Wing Gundam plays into his late game while you're still trying to play into your aggro mid-range game. So we saw it right here. This is what this deck is really good at. Just pump out bodies and punch your opponent in the face with those bodies. And then using Armor Array to rest all our opponent's blockers, so we had to do with it. So it must have been Blue-White Justice. Okay, pretty neat. I actually do want to try out Justice. I only got 2 copies of him right now. He's like pretty cheap right now on secondary market, that I might give him a go. Just pick up my last 2 copies. Like, I don't know, like Dual Shroud, Assault Mode Gundam I want to try out. And, you know, that's pretty interesting. Like, I have 2 Blaster Gundams as well. So I'll have to kind of see right now. I'm kind of playing like more competitive level decks in my mind than I'm playing casual. But maybe I'll swap the casual sometime here soon once I play through all the meta. But anyways, that is the power of Cyber-Newtype. It's just hyper aggro. Just punch your opponent in the face with your bodies and they recoil. The only thing they can maybe do here is blockers, but Armor Array rests blockers. So even if the M1 did take a block here, we did have the Marita Cruz and the Banshee, so we could have done a link play if we wanted to. Again, we could easily, even if they had a base, we did have the +1, so we could have knocked out the base with the 𝐒𝐓. Funny enough, we didn't really need the +1. The 𝐒𝐓 actually knocks out the base thanks to being paired with an Armor Array. Because Armor Array just gets its effect based on pairing. It doesn't need to be linked to something that has him as well. But nonetheless, really cool. I do play this deck as the final match in the finale, and I will not spoil it just yet, but if you heard me, I did go undefeated, so I guess that did spoil it. Yes, I did win against it, but again, you'll get to see Cyber-Newtype against Wing Gundam. But nonetheless, we really didn't get to see what much of this Justice Gundam blue-white build could do. I suppose it's like a blue-white blocker build that plays around Justice Gundam. But yeah, I mean, what can you do when your opponent aggroes you to death with 4 bodies on the board and you just can't find any way to deal with the body count, especially when you're getting pinged while rested and dying before your guys even get to do much. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys, down in the comments on the gameplay, on the deck strategies. And as a reminder, links down in the description below to Bulldog Community Gaming's Twitch channel and Facebook, so you guys can go watch the gameplay live. And if you are, again, looking for a great place to come and play the Gundam card game, the community is pretty strong right now. We had 19 people for this tournament, the first tournament here at Bulldog Community Gaming. So 19 people were here. So I highly recommend, if you're looking for a good place to learn Gundam, everyone there is friendly. Heck, even just, again, the Facebook page can get you to Discord. So if you're looking for someone to maybe help you with a deck strategy or maybe let you borrow a deck, I recommend, I think some of these people here will be more than willing to help you get into the card game itself. But nonetheless, let me know your thoughts down in the comments on anything I missed, on any of the players could have done better, and all of that. And while you're carding, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you're notified when my videos go live for you. I'll see you next time on Mom Dragons TCG.